Welcome back. It's time for Valdi's Ascension quest.
Yuzet, what happened?
What happened? Look at the spanner.
Was standing 1 minute and then flop onto ground.
What?
You're overreacting, don't you think? I'm just exhausted, that's all.
You've been pushing yourself too hard.
Workload's pretty intense right now. I've got to do my part to keep the colony running.
Is it really that bad?
We used to get support based on how well the Levna squadrons performed in battle. The castle provided for us, so now we have to work like a mudder to make up the shortfall.
Why didn't you tell me?
Didn't think I needed to. I thought I could manage well enough by myself.
Now that stink of untruth. Yuzet working hard for Valdi. Did not want sympathy vote.
Hey!
Yuzet want to act dependable to get on good side of Valdi. Tried hard not to show weakness.
Is that true?
What does it matter? Fact is, I can't be lying down on the job.
Look, we get that you're under a lot of pressure. What is it that needs doing, anyhow?
Dispatching of Levnesses to Colony Lambda.
To Lambda?
So you're lending out Kavesi Levnesses to Agnes?
That's right. Even after they've served their purpose in battle, the Levnesses themselves can still function. I wanted to get as much use out of them as I could.
So he say. But now look at sorry state of him. Where Papa also been showing Yuzet ropes as little side project.
Oh, you were teaching me?
Let me help. I'd love to. Come on. Give me a job to do.
Huh? Well, if you're asking... How about handling the Levnis shipment I was talking about? Once you get them there, it's just a matter of delivering them to the commander.
Sure thing. I can do that.
Incidentally, what need does Commander Izzard have with Kavesi Levnesses?
I'm not 100% on the details, but he wants them for some kind of survey.
Levnesses to scout something out. I wonder what's going on at Lambda.
No point speculating when we can just check it out ourselves. Right?
Right.
Be thorough, yeah? Oh, but, don't push it too hard.
Oh, we'll be fine. You just take a lie down and make sure you're all rested up. So then, off to Colony Lambda we go.
Ah, there we go. I'm a mechanic.
Commander Izzard, right? We're here with the Levnesses you ordered.
I appreciate how readily you accepted our request. Thank you. But I must say, I hadn't expected you to deliver them in person, Commander.
Yeah, sorry about that. We had to improvise. Ah, you know how to operate them, right? Our guys normally do the piloting.
We've hired pilots for that very reason. Though, we wouldn't mind getting some pointers.
Oh, that's great. Our pilots have been wanting to chat with you too. Anything you need to know, just ask.
Glad to hear it.
Commander Izzard? I hear you're using the Levnesses for some sort of survey. Care to divulge?
Yeah, what we do is we take these massive Levnesses around to people and be like, are you happy with the colony? If they don't agree, the Levnesses step in. And then suddenly 100% of people are being like, yeah, the colony's great. With that.
Yes, about that. We've observed recently that our water sources around the colony are being rapidly depleted.
So you're using them to investigate?
No. In fact, the survey branch has already identified the cause. It's the Ansels living at the top of the Great Falls.
Ansels? But their natural habitat should be the Urian Mountains.
Indeed. And their presence here has been affecting the flora. We're particularly concerned about their laying waste to the cure grass we use to treat our troops.
That's an issue, all right.
So you want to take those overgrown feather brains out of the picture? That it?
Which is why you need powerful Levnesses. You're looking a bit worse for wear there, is he? You been running yourself ragged too?
Too?
My lieutenant's also been burning himself out.
Lieutenant. I'm not gonna let that go. It's Lieutenant. Just, no, it sounds so stupid otherwise.
Oh.
Noah?
We'll help you out too.
I appreciate the offer, but I think...
You underestimate this job, and you're going to collapse from overexertion too. Better to share the load, no? It'll make life easier.
Valdi's really worried about him.
Could be a nice little excursion. No one's gonna complain.
All right then, if it's no trouble.
It's a lot of trouble, but we'll do it anyway.
We'll have this issue sorted in no time flat with you on board.
Easy peasy. Just let us at him.
Lemon squeezy.
I look forward to this, Commander Valdi.
I'm a mechanic.
Hey, tell me something. Are you and Yuzet pals, Tyon?
I wouldn't exactly say pals. The commander is more akin, perhaps, to your chief status.
So trying to move around while like we're doing stuff there without picking up any of the info because it's like, no, not yet, not yet, not yet. Right, so bigger area. There we are, down there somewhere. What's the best way to get there? Probably from there. Probably. Like, you'd think you'd put like a unique in the middle here somewhere. Like, just for that sake of making it easier to get around.
Breaking clams.
It is, it's breaking clams. Well, we'll leave it be, It's too cute to mess around with that thing. Just let it break its clams. I like that these kind of things, when you're over in the ocean area.
The Ansels were sighted a bit further up, right?
That's right. There are skeeter nests around here as well. We should take care.
Wait, is that...
Oof, this looks serious.
Is this who's been giving Yuzet so much trouble?
Eyes over here! Wow, thanks.
Oh boy!
As I was saying, in the ocean area, those things sort of like sometimes follow your boat that you've got. It's like, oh, that's really cool. Wait, that's dead? Oh.
Eyes over here!
I was going to be like, maybe do chain attacks and stuff. It's like, oh. It died. It died.
That looks like them all.
They won't be tearing up the cure grass any longer. I hope that now... their fighting days are finally over.
Valdi, pleased to look. Such pretty, pretty flowers.
Oh, wow. But it's such a tiny patch of them.
You think those ants have got them or something?
No, those flowers are from the Urian Mountains. And they don't normally grow in this region.
Well, how then?
Maybe it's just as Uni said. Maybe the Ansels carried the seeds and they ended up here.
That's nuts. They probably had the seeds stuck in their feathers. And they just happened to land here. Still, of all the places they could have bloomed.
It's just random chance, Uni. Not like they grew here on purpose. Only questions whether they make it.
They did choose. They chose to bloom up here. They never gave up. They're just like me. This world, it lives and breathes, just like me.
Happy revelation?
Yeah, it's awesome.
And it can die just like everyone as well.
I never thought we'd be able to find a serious anemone here.
You look pretty pleased, Tyon. Make us a cuppa then.
She really likes his tea. She really does. I still love that. Like, out of every scene I've seen so far in this game, that scene when it's like Uni's clearly got something going on in her head. Like she's clearly like seen something traumatic, and Tyon has noticed this, and his instinct is to just make her a cup of tea. Like just give her something to calm down. It's like, yeah, she doesn't want to talk about it, but I'll be there to be like, hey, I support you with whatever's going on. I'm here if you want to talk about it. It's like, Tyon, mate. So much respect for that. So much respect.
I see it went well. We've already received your report.
About the Ansel's impact on the environment.
It's all good. Our survey branch will be monitoring the situation carefully.
Then how about we leave the Levnesses here? Could you give us an update if you happen to find out anything new?
You feeling okay there, Valdi? You sound like you're interested in something that's not a Levness.
Oh, come on. They're adapting to their environment by themselves. It's such an amazing phenomenon. How could I possibly pass it up?
Ha, how indeed. The most feared mechanic in Kevis. So wide-eyed and innocent.
Huh?
Up until we met in person, I pictured you as a cold, ruthless commander who would stop at nothing to achieve victory.
That's the Colony 30 Consul's fault.
Yeah, Valdi himself's got nothing but Levness on the brain.
Hey, that's mean. Well, perhaps you're right. I've been blindly sending Levnesses to their destruction.
But you're only looking at one aspect of the whole. Aren't you furthering a large-scale project for a new model? I hear it's a type of Levness designed for a wholly different purpose.
Huh? How'd you hear about that?
The survey branch has eyes and ears everywhere.
Yeah, but still.
Oh, look at me and the fancy spy network I used to work for.
You're talking about Doric. He's my friend.
Like all the Ouroboros pairings, the three of them. It's Uni and Tyon I like the most. There's just such a funny dynamic between them.
When he's finished, you've got to come visit.
I believe I will. I look forward to building a lasting friendship with Colony 30. I'd be happy to accept your assistance in the future.
Great, I can't wait. Good news all round, huh? Phew, now I'm friends with Izzard. Yuzet has so got to hear about this.
Well then, let's not keep him waiting. Back to Colony 30.
Oh, I like how Valdi's like delighted with that. It's like, aww. This is what I'm really liking about these Ascension quests. It's like, it's showing like the two sides just coming together and trying to work on different objectives together. It's like, it's nice.
I'm back.
Yeah, shout in his face.
Hey, you taking it easy now?
Yeah. You were gone for some time. It wasn't just a quick there and back.
Oh, it's months to get there. Well, at least a month to get there.
Yeah, one thing led to another.
Sorry to butt in. Yuzet!
Like how Rit's like, I'm here now.
The Nopod are in a real tizzy. Won't stop moaning about the lack of Levnite.
Oh, they finally gone and used it up.
Is it important?
It's an ore we use for Levness maintenance. Tune them up with it and they're gliding like they're on ice.
We're already negotiating with Colony 4 to get us some of theirs. I, don't suppose you could try to smooth things over with the crew, just for the time being.
Oof. Well, I'll see what I can do.
Yuzet, you know that transmission we received earlier? Well, there's a problem.
I really like how the characters seem to bounce into the scene.
How much is this guy juggling? There's not much point in him trying to recuperate here when he keeps getting pestered like this.
What? What do you mean? You can't erase a shipment?
Ah, I wasn't privy to the details. All I know is that some guy called Solon from Colony 4 told us to tell you.
Hey, Noah.
To Colony 4.
I know what you're thinking. Let's take this to Colony 4.
There you go.
Let's.
Indubitably.
Hey, the colony relations
What's
change.
going on in Colony 4 exactly?
Let's go to Solon and the supply team.
Hey, colony relations changed. It's like, I know. I know. Right, here we are. Colony 3. Like,
Something smells tasty.
that was weird. We had like the boom, and the something smells tasty. As I was about to say, it's like, could someone go through like everything I've done so far and just check, like, is it possible to figure out, based on the distances and everything between the locations, how many years it's been since we started doing side quests? In game, that is, obviously. Because it's that case of like, these guys are very dead at this point. Forget Mio. Everyone is dead. They're all dead.
These are not good tidings. Especially when we're so swamped.
Excuse me, are you Solon?
Huh? Ah, yes. How may I help you?
I'm here about the Levnite shipment to Colony 30. I was told that you couldn't send it, and I was hoping to find out why.
Did you run into an issue?
Well, we sent some of our compeers to Dana Desert, but we haven't heard from them since. I can't exactly leave my post, so I was deliberating as to how we should proceed.
You said the desert, right? Anywhere in particular?
The richest Levnite veins can be found by a landmark known as Glamrock, so you might try there.
That seems like enough to go on, right?
We'll head out there to look for them.
I mean, glam rock, it just sounds like another version of rock, like prog rock or something like that. It's like, hold on a minute.
You do this?
We can't just ignore someone in need. And besides, we need to get our hands on that Levnite.
Well then, thank you very much. I hope to hear good news from you.
So long.
Friends didn't return? That sounds kind of worrying.
We'd better go find them quick.
How bouncy center is that? Like, boing, 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 boing. Anyway. And the Dana Desert. Oh, it's there? I need to climb up there. Righto. Dana Desert is kind of an area I want to point out, because I got a few people talking on some of like the older videos on YouTube. It's very much been like, well, there's loads of areas when I'm saying sort of like, it would be nice to see some more landscapes that I recognize. And people being like, there's loads of areas, like the Dana Desert. It's like, that's from Torna and stuff like that. It's like, no, I know the locations are, but it's a case of like, it doesn't look how I remember. I want to see more landscapes that look how I remember. Like the actual, like if you looked out across the place, be like, ah, yeah, this just looks like, ah, yeah, they've used some stuff from Dana Desert again, rather than it looking familiar. That's the key difference for me. We're getting those places now. It's just want to speak back towards the past,
Drop.
basically.
Looks like we might get lucky.
Because it's like I can look over there and be like, oh yeah.
Load of this.
It's like, big hand. Kind of obvious what that is. But like, that's more
Good thing we found this.
architecture and buildings and ruins. I suppose? I mean, the hand is sort of like a landscape, really, isn't it? It's like this very rarely anything that sort of like really jumps out to you and you go like, ah, yes, I recognize that. How did I get that landmark or whatever when I've already been up here? Clearly, because the map's uncovered. What? Huh?
Sweet, let's poke around.
But I've already been... Okay.
There they are.
We'll have this sorted out in a jiffy.
Let's rush them down.
Fine by me.
In a jiffy. Phew. These are dying so fast with them being level 42.
Over here! You didn't disappoint!
Reversal eggs!
I couldn't keep them in check! Eyes over here! Cheers, you're a gem! I couldn't keep them in check! Did you see me in action, Mimi?
Are you all right?
Yes, thank you! You saved our skins! Never seen monsters like that before! They really caught us off guard! Yeah, it's weird that those monsters were there.
One would usually expect them to reside in their natural habitat, above the Great Cot Falls.
So they decide to move house? This isn't walking distance we're talking here.
Again, of all the people to say that with everything we've been doing, again, and pointing out, like, it's been years at this point if we assume they've been walking between locations. It has to be fast travel within the world, otherwise you're dead.
They'd have had to have migrated from their old territory. After what happened to those mountains, the Ansels must have tried to take shelter beneath the Great Falls.
I'll bet that's what pushed these guys out. And then they moseyed on over here to the desert. Our squad leader just gave us an update. You're here to pick up the Levnite. If you want, we can just give it to you here. Saves you a trip back to Colony 4, right?
You sure? Well, thanks.
This'll at least take one thing off Yuzet's plate.
Oh, Levnite for export.
Hold up. That Levnis.
Hey, Commander. Good to see you back.
Hey, Zuza. This little buddy's the Levnis we lent Izzard, isn't it? Doesn't he want it anymore?
To thank us for your offer of cooperation with Colony Lambda, they've sent us a fair bit of supplies and food.
Wow! All this? I'll need to thank him a bunch.
Ah, Commander, there you are. Guess what? Colony 4 just approached us with a deal to receive regular shipments of Levnite from them.
What? What? What?
What?
I'll head down the docks and tell everyone.
And just like that, it would appear that the bond between our respective colonies has been restored.
Nice one.
Huh?
He hasn't even realized, has he? Come on, man!
What's happening?
You brought everyone together, Valdi.
Did what?
I did?
It's really quite amazing. Even though you're all doing different things. You help each other out in all sorts of different ways.
That's right. And when there's something missing, it always has a knock-on impact somewhere else. Sometimes you don't notice something's awry until after that effect has manifested itself.
Ah. You know, the world's kind of like a Levnis, isn't it? It's like a mesh of so many different parts, all interconnected. And because it's made up of all these different things and people, it moves. It's alive.
So then, Valdi and Manana are also belong to parts of world?
Not just us. My buddies here are too.
Not just some tools to be used, eh?
Right, they're not. I'm just reaching for ideas right now. But hey, I'm a mechanic. And if the world's like a Levnis, then I sure as Spark should be able to fix it. I'll make a new tomorrow, where we can all live in harmony.
Ambitious goal for Grease Monkey, but willing to keep on radar with much giving of side-eye.
Yes, a lot of side-eye, Riku.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Was not compliment.
Oh dear.
Well, I believe in you, mate. You're Kevis's #1 mechanic, after all. You can't argue with that.
Why did that echo so much compared to the others?
Shucks.
Okay then, let's report into Yuzet, shall we?
That we shall.
Hey, the colony relations changed.
I know, Senna. I know they did. Why is there so many people here? Did they all just, like, And when we came to this colony, they just all spawn here. And then they're going to head off to their respective locations. It's just very weird how they're just gathered up. It's like, okay, kind of strange, kind of strange. Use it.
Yuzet! Shouldn't you be lying down?
Nah, I'm feeling way better. I'm not just putting on a brave face for you guys, okay? I'm not.
Uh-huh. All right. If you say so.
Thanks for always getting us out of trouble, Yuzet.
What? Where'd this come from?
Turns out this guy's actually more thoughtful than you give him credit for.
Thoughtful?
From now on, I'm helping you with your chores. So let's both do the best we can, and make some of the finest Levnesses the world has ever seen.
Sure, count on it. As if, over my dead body.
Huh?
If I trust you with anything, things are gonna get way out of hand. You just casually go and extend the leases on Levnis rentals. You plain give away the materials that we cracked down on after we caught those guys illegally hoarding. Every time you give a report, my blood runs cold. Think about how I feel trying to manage this stuff.
Right. Sorry. Still, I'm glad to see you're feeling well enough to give me a telling off like that.
Glad, but I'm seething with rage here.
Yeah, I can see that.
Your rage entertains me.
So, I guess none of this really sorted out Yuzet's workload problem, did it?
Yeah, I guess not. But maybe this is a good way for them to mesh in the end.
Maybe it is. Remember what Issa told us? That you can't just look at one aspect of the whole. I think that's how it is with Colony 30.
Oh. Job done there. Exploring beyond Colony 30, Valdi realized that the world has many moving parts to it, just like Levnis. This insight will fuel much growth. Let's see him again. Get it up to 20. Fantastic. Alright, so the question is, who do we want to do next as a hero quest? I'm thinking we stay in this area and we actually work on Alex, but obviously we need to get her quest sorted first. So we'll do that in the next part. Ta-da for now.